What's up, everybody? So the title of the video are Asics Aggressors good for boxing? So these are my first pair of Asics Aggressors that I've owned, and I've had many different type of boxing shoes. If you watch my other videos, I've had Nikes, Makomis, Reeboks, Adidas, Rival, pretty much a whole bunch of Everlast as well. I've had so much pairs, but I've always liked the design of these shoes, but I never went for them because I just knew that they were specifically marketed as wrestling shoes, and I have a story to tell about wrestling shoes. So when I first started boxing, my first pair were a pair of wrestling shoes, and I always had this problem with those circle areas where you pivot on the shoes. So for me, I had horrible footwork, so I don't know if it was because I had horrible footwork, but at the time of using them, I noticed how when I would turn, the circle of the pivot when you would turn would pretty much like forcefully, like not forcefully turn you, but it just felt weird to the point where you were turning. So yeah, my big critique of wrestling shoes for boxing is that I don't like that part, you know, the circle to where when you pivot. For me, it just feels very uncomfortable. But I saw that these were pretty much flat, like pretty much like boxing shoes, which are pretty much flat. So I decided to go with them, aside from really liking the way that they look. A big person that uses them is Vasyl Lomachenko. I've seen him that he has used them for his amateur career, and he's also used them in his training and also in his fights. Now in his fights, I'm not sure if it was his 4th or 5th professional fight. He had the Asics Aggressors 2. It was like the comic book edition. And then his last couple fights, he hasn't used them, but I believe it was his 3rd fight ago when he fought Richard Comey. He had a pair of Venom, but it was pretty much the exact copy of what the Asics are. It was pretty much a model of Asics, but with the Venom logo on them. So pretty much I used them today, and they're pretty good. I mean, they have good support around the ankle, and it's really soft cushioning right here around the ankle, so you don't really feel that it's hurting your like the ankle. And then I forgot what it was called. That's beside the point, but it really doesn't hurt your feet pretty much right here around the ankle. So yeah, they're pretty comfortable, and then the grip on them, it's pretty grippy. I give the grip around 8.5 out of 10, maybe even 9. But they're very comfortable, and my pivots, my turns, everything is pretty much easily done. It's not to the point where it's too hard in order to make a pivot, or it's too grippy. I still rate the Nike Makomis as the best pair of shoes that I've ever had when it comes to grip. The grip is just so freaking strong, and it lasts a long time. But yes, the way they look, the design, and when you're pivoting, turning, I really have no complaints with them. On top of that, the colorways are pretty nice. This pair is a Asics Aggressors 4s. Now, in the title of the video, I know I put Asics Aggressors. Pretty much all the Asics Aggressors from the 1st model up to the 5th model, they look pretty much the same. Probably some minor details of added, like, you know, pretty much like features, like probably, you know, these little holes or whatnot, but they pretty much look the exact same as the 1st pair of Aggressors all the way to the 5th. So, you know, you're pretty much going to be getting the same thing. So yeah, that's pretty much the title of the video. You'll see me using them in the video. And yeah, overall, I rate them a good 8.5 out of 10 as a boxing shoe, maybe even a 9. But yes, ankle support is pretty good. grip is good, and they feel pretty good as well. The only thing I have to say is order them half a size bigger. I had ordered them in 8, and they were too tight, so I ordered them at 8.5, and that made a little bit of a difference. They're not too wide. That's something to take note of as well. They're pretty much like in the middle section of wide and, you know, small when it comes to width. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching.